Welcome to Padel Smash Academy.
And we are all things paddle. Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Padel Smash Academy. And with this great interview, now we're going international. We have here with us Bruno Aguiar. He's a former top 6 ranked player in the nation of Portugal.
Okay, hello, welcome everyone.
Bruno, tell us who you are.
Okay, my name is Bruno Aguiar. I'm a former ex-player, now much more a coach. I no longer play that much tournament as I would like to, but I'm a player since 2008 and I'm a coach since 2010, and that's what I liked.
So where are you originally from?
I'm from Portugal, and my background wasn't tennis. My background was handball and trampolines and gymnastics.
Wow.
But I was a physical education teacher, so it was an easy jump.
And how did you jump into paddle from?
Because a friend of mine just invited me. Do you want to play? Would you like to know a new sport? And I already knew paddle because of our proximity to Spain. And of course, I would love to try it. And after the first day, every week, 2-3 times a day, every week, it's like
Join the club, join the club, you know.
So
So is handball popular in Portugal or?
it's not that popular. The most popular is soccer. But as a second or third ranked sport is like basketball and handball. It's
How about paddle? Is that
paddle
popular now? Is that growing?
It's growing like it's growing all over international, and we had already like 4 waves, and I didn't come in the first wave. I came to paddle in the second wave, and in the first wave it was only maybe 40 people playing over there.
Really?
Yeah, really.
And where are you from in Portugal?
I was born in the north of Portugal, in Viseu, in the north and in the center, and with 4 years old I came to Lisbon.
So what club do you play at?
I'm a partner of a club that is in maybe 18 kilometers of the center of the city of Lisbon. It's called Padel Factory.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. I've been there, and that's where we met. Fantastic place, really nice club. So tell us a little bit from the playing perspective. I mean, how many do you still play competitive, or you
I
work?
only play senior because I don't practice, and all the youngers, and that's good for a sport. It would be not that good if an old guy as me with no practice could still do top-seeded ranked players. I only do senior tournaments.
Okay.
It's the only tournaments that
So how's that transition? You played handball, and that's a lot of wrist action,
Yeah.
right? So did that help you or not? And I know in handball there's no back walls either.
No, the good in handball, and in my perspective, the good in handball, it's don't be afraid of the ball when you get in the net and you have power strikes, and also be very active. The footwork is the most important thing. Usually in collective games like volleyball, like handball, volleyball, the transition is really easy. The technical part is not that easy, but the transition of the footwork is really nice. That's the good. The bad thing is that I was a goalkeeper, and as a goalkeeper, my position is always completely parallel to the net, and that's not good when we want to put power on the ball, because I don't put so much weight on the ball. I block everything, but to make some damage, I'm not a damage guy.
All right. So you're defensive then when playing paddle.
I'm a bit defensive player, but I play usually in my left side because I'm very active.
So what was your best rank in national?
National was the number 6.
Number 6.
Number 6.
And do you have an international ranking?
No. I had an international, but it was no good. I had an international title in Austria, but I really don't remember the year. Maybe 2014, I think.
Good.
So now let me ask you a question. In Portugal, is paddle going through the same thing as going in U.S., where a lot of the players are having difficulty making a living out of it? And in Portugal, can you make a living out of it or no?
We only have maybe 6-7 players making a living, only professional players. We have all the rest of the players. They are players and coaches. So because the income that they have from the tournaments, it's not enough for living, and the publicity that they have with contracts that they have, it's not so big. It's not as much that they can live on it. So they give classes.
So the sponsorships there are relatively the same as here. They give you products, but not really like money for traveling or tournaments.
Players that have income of money, or it's maybe 6-7 players in Portugal, not as much. And when they pay, we have more players that have income, but it's not. It's like 200 euros per year or something like that. They pay inscription. Yeah. All the other ones, we have the first ones. They have nice ones, but not the other ones.
So give us a little bit of the sense. How is the paddle world situation? Is it growing in Portugal?
Growing. It's still growing. It's still growing. There's a study that you have a saturation point, and we just passed a little bit of the middle. So. We just passed a little bit of the middle of this, not the saturation. We are still far away from the saturation point. The only problem is that renting a space is expensive all over it. So to have the same opportunity and make the money that you were making 6 years ago, 7 years ago, it's not easy. So clubs are adapting and adjusting. They are adjusting with sponsorships, with small tournaments, with lunches, with events. They are trying to survive.
So what year did the first wave come in?
The first wave was when it was an association of the Portuguese Padel Association. That was the first wave. The second wave.
What year was that?
2006. It was in 2006. And then the biggest wave and the most important, one of the most important things was when the European Championship was played in Portugal. It was in 2010. And then the most marked point of growing was the creation of the Portuguese Federation. The Portuguese Federation was in 2012. That was the turning point. An amazing job.
What was the first club, big club there?
The first big club. We had clubs, but the first with very visibility was below the bridge. We have two big bridges in Portugal.
In Lisbon.
In Lisbon. Sorry, not in Portugal. In Lisbon. One really similar as San Francisco is like twins. And below the bridge, we had the first club with a total visibility. 10 years ago, not 10, but 15 years ago, people, you were speaking, I play paddle. And they, you play paddle, like stand-up. No, that's stand-up paddle. Because you had a free advertisement when you were in the beach. Yeah. Only one person over there for 10,000 spectators. Oh, that's paddle. Yeah. And with that club, it was open all over it. So people were passing, oh, that's paddle. Racket, oh, I've heard about it. And that was the major club that made some transition.
So give us a little bit the sense, here it's growing and a lot of people take lessons and there are more and more clubs. How much is a paddle lesson in Portugal? How much is a court time in Portugal?
Okay, a court time, we pay the court time, all the court, it costs us 44 euros, 1.5 hour in premium time, 44 euros.
So it's about 11.
It's almost what people pay in here for one.
Just for one. Oh my
but
God!
But all the court is around the average, 44 euros, 1.5 hour on premium time.
And that's here. If you go to New York,
yeah,
it's a different story.
Different story.
I've played in New York for $110.
Oh, wow!
And I said, am I paying for all the courts? No, that's okay. Did I break anything? Did I break a glass?
So, how much is a paddle lesson?
Okay, my club, I will give you the experience of my club. We have a very good school, a very good school, and people, they go to our club because of our school and our facilities. And in my club does the classes. It depends on 4, 3, 2, or 1 player. But with one player, I think it's 55. I think it's 55. With 2 players, I think it's 68 split for 2. And then the other ones, I only know the price per person. The average, the last one, it's 16.5 for each player if it's a class of 4 euros.
So one of the things that we're missing here, and I think it's a key factor to make paddle growth in the United States, and please, if you can tell us about it, it's the juniors, creating a junior paddle program to really bring more kids into paddle. Do you guys have something similar?
We have an amazing program. We have a school, Padel Sanchez. It's an amazing guy. He was already working in scholarship sports activity in Portugal, and he brought paddle to school. So all the events, international events, big events, every day he would bring 200 kids, 300 kids with the program. And now there's a program with schools close to the clubs, and now they have the facility. They don't rent, the club gives us for free, but the school, they have teachers already with paddle background, because the school Padel Sanchez developed the program for teachers to have an extra education program. So with 20 hours they had an extra course, and they were able to do the basics of paddle.
Julian, you made a good point about the youth. Do you see in Portugal, obviously paddle is pretty strong, but if you don't see the young kids playing, do you see the sport kind of slowly dying out?
It's not really dying. It's still growing. What I see is it's still growing. The most difficult thing is people to have references, clubs, because there are so many. It's difficult to have all the clubs have one coach that, okay, this is a reference, and I go over there to give classes, and that coach gives formation to all the other coaches. This is what is missing, because I go every time I go to the clubs, I see people that I've never seen. And 10 years ago, I knew everybody that was playing paddle. Now I go to a club and I don't know almost.
So
90%.
that's a good sign.
That's a good sign. Yes. It doesn't mean that they are playing well. Sometimes I go to clubs and they're playing a sport that is not paddle. They're playing a racket sport inside a paddle court.
But he was referring to the junior side. Yeah, the new generation.
Like talking about 20, 30 years from now, because it takes. Because they're going to be older.
You can only develop if you have kids playing. You can only develop a sport if you have a kids.
You can make it grow.
You can make it grow only with broadcast. You can make it grow with broadcast and with the youth. Broadcast. You're in a good way. With broadcasting and with the work with the children. Yeah. And our work, I think it's okay. It's missing also. The big thing that I think it's missing, it's clubs. Clubs don't recreate the classes for kids as they give classes to adults, and that's the worst. That is the worst, because nowadays, and I think it's all over it. It's quite fast to have. Okay, I'm a paddle coach. It's quite fast. Now I'm a paddle coach. Yeah. It's not. It shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that way. And the problem is that. Then to give classes to kids need to jump, need to pick up balls. Sometimes half of the class, they don't even touch in the racket. They need to pick up the ball, they need to jump, they need to have fun. And that is the thing that I think is still missing in Portugal and in all the other countries.
Here too, yeah. And that could be a problem for future of paddle.
Yeah, it is a problem. I mean, we need to make it grow, and without the kids, you can't make anything grow. That's the future of the sport.
It's true.
Good, excellent.
I think, in my perspective, I think paddle will start to grow. I will give you 3-4 years to paddle really grow in here. And I think when the US will have paddle, then...
The rest is history.
No, not...
the rest will follow, because US is a marketplace, right?
Of course, because you have so much market. Your benchmark is so big. So I think in 4 or 5 years maximum.
Okay, all right, let's do the fast questions. All right, hit it up, Julian.
Good. What would you prefer, right or left?
Left.
Okay, indoor or outdoor?
Indoor.
Power or finesse on your shot?
Finance.
All right, your favorite paddle club?
My favorite paddle club? Padel Factory.
Of course.
Dejada o by 3? Por 3?
Dejada.
Dejada, nice.
Bandeja o víbora?
Víbora.
Oh, boy.
Your best shot?
Bajada de pared.
Upa, the Paquito style.
Oh, yeah.
Not the Paquito, but Paquito la cuchilla.
Your worst shot?
My worst, volley.
The volley,
volleys.
Good.
Because
your favorite partner that you love to play with?
My favorite partner?
Yeah.
Worldwide or?
Anywhere that you like to play with.
With my wife. I play with my wife.
Okay.
Love is in the paddle court.
Okay, second partner. Second best partner.
Now you got it.
All right, let's do the top three, so you don't leave anybody out. All right.
So number one, your wife.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Number two, Shingoto, international Shingoto. I love Shingoto.
Okay.
And the Tapia. I would go to the right side. And
Okay.
I would only watch Tapia play.
So you're able to play with Tapi and Chingoto?
Yeah, in the bar drinking, yes.
How about in real life? Who would you say
okay,
your partner? Top three. Your wife and two more.
And tomorrow, okay, with Portuguese players, the men we have now, they're not kids because they're already 30 years old. I like the brothers. They're just called the brothers Deus, os manos Deus. I like them a lot, and I have also a very good friend of mine that works also in the academy, and I work in the academy with him, Pedro Franchi. It's also Pedro Frank the small. Yeah.
So golden point. Do you take it or your partner takes it?
It depends who's serving. It depends on how confident we are. So if I'm playing a golden point and if I think okay I'm confident, I will take the golden point.
Good. Your favorite sponsors? I
Now,
guess
Cesc.
Yeah, exactly.
Cesc.
All right. So what's your goal in 2024 for paddle?
Continue giving classes. Continue giving clinics all over. I love to give clinics. I love to give classes, and I love to see the sport grow. I love to come here in Miami and see the new clubs, new people playing, new events. Like you guys are doing an amazing job, and hope you still. I know your projects. I hope that you can keep it working on that. That's the main goal for 2024. Still keep looking at the sport growing.
Good. So now let's see if any of our viewers or listeners that want to go to Portugal and take a lesson with you. Where can they reach out? What is the club? Give us a little bit of
Just contact Padel Club, my Padel Club, Padel Factory.
Padel Factory.
Just go to Facebook, Instagram, check it out our website. Go to Padel Factory.
Beautiful.
All right, Bruno,
Excellent.
thank you so much
Bruno,
for visiting
thank you.
Miami. You know, we welcome here anytime.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
want to
You
wish
are
you
also
all the
welcome
luck.
to Portugal.
Want to
All the
wish you all
best.
the luck. Okay.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Guys, if you haven't already, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications.
And remember, it's free 99. It doesn't cost you anything to hit that subscribe button.
Thanks for tuning in to Padel Smash Academy. We hope you'll find our videos informative, helpful in improving your game and learning all things paddle.
So until next time, keep improving your game. And remember, learn, play, and share.